Hi guys, Bran here, and welcome to another commentary video. And today I wanted to ask you the question, because I'm not quite sure myself, and I want a little bit of community help. What do you think is more detrimental? Do you think Circle of Healing is more detrimental, or do you think Shadowstep is more detrimental? See, my brain, up until this point, I've always thought Circle of Healing is definitely the far worse of the, currently the three boons. The three boons that are in the game. Boon Exponential is incredibly situational. I've seen a lot of effort or a lot of value out of it under like Midwich on an upper floor. But for the most part, Boon Exponential doesn't have like a crazy amount of value. So it really comes down to Shadowstep and Circle of Healing. My brain thought that like Circle of Healing was like the strongest of the two of them. Obviously because you can fully reset the entire game in a very, very short period of time, very efficiently. And this whole play style that you do of like just take an injure and then go pressure something else. I need to go take this injure and then drop this cheese to go pressure gen. That strategy doesn't really exist when Circle of Healing is up, because Circle of Healing makes it to where you can't really split pressure survivors. You can't really hit a survivor, leave a survivor, and then go do other things. You really can't do that with Circle of Healing up, at least until you find it anyways, and they put it back up anyway. And I always thought that was really, really powerful. Maybe it's just because I don't play a lot of like super crazy high tier killers or something. Because usually if you're like Nurse or Blight or something, then like, yeah, Circle of Healing doesn't really like do a whole lot for them. But you know, for any other killer, it's just kind of like sometimes you just gotta take that hit and leave. If you have no special gimmick that's like super crazy or super out there, and they can just all reset all that damage, all that stuff that you've done, they can just go all reset that, and it's like it never happened. And it's super crazy, and it's also a time saved. Yeah, and I think that's another aspect of a Circle of Healing that people don't realize, is that it's time saved. When you pull somebody off hook and you heal them, that's two people occupied, which means one person is off a gen. With Circle of Healing, they can just go like, they can unhook that person, just point towards where the boon is, and essentially say, go heal yourself, even without comms, and then run off, you know? So that keeps, you know, less people on the survivor team occupied, which means more people can be on gens. The argument for Shadowstep is that losing a chase entirely because of this perk is extremely devastating to the flow of the match. And if you lose a chase, that's like not a hit at all, or a down that you could have gotten, and therefore a pop you could have gotten, or a scourge hook you could have gotten, stuff like that. So like the denying of a successful chase, the wasted time and lack of progression on the killer side is like why people think like Shadowstep is better. But like I never even like thought there were people that thought Shadowstep were better. But I've been watching a lot of streamers lately. They're like, no, Shadowstep is obviously the worst one of the two. I think Shadowstep is the worst one. And I don't even knew that was like a sentiment. You know, like I didn't even know that was like a thing, that people thought that like Shadowstep was obviously the worst of the two perks. Like they say it like so matter-of-factly. And I don't know, I guess it comes down to the idea of like, what is worse in a flow of a match for a killer? Is it worse to have 3 injured survivors heal up and essentially reset for free? Or is it worse to be in the middle of a chase and then lose that chase and potentially lose a down, therefore a hook state, and a slowdown that is tied to hook states and that sort of thing? What is the worst for a killer that's trying to obtain victory when they're trying to get a 3K or a 4K? What is worse in your opinion? Because I really do want to know. Is it worse to have 3 injured survivors heal up all on their own and essentially reset the match? And go back to like a safe state, an even state for everybody? Or is it worse to have a chase just be a sunk cost? Like all of the time you invest in that chase goes awry because Shadowstep allows them to get away, allows them to hide, and you miss your down, which therefore you miss like a pop or a scourge hook or something tied to that down. Or even if it's just straight up just the hook state you would have gotten from them. Which one do you think more heavily impacts the match? I really do want to know, because like I was like, I don't know, you know, I'm still like thinking, I'm like, well, Circle of Healing is obviously the best one, but like if so many people are saying that like Shadowstep is like worse, I don't know. I just want to hear what you think. I want to hear like more insight onto this, because it's something I hadn't really considered too heavily. So I want to see what you think about this. Please let me know how you feel about it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and sub-aroni if you like my content. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video. And if I don't, I'll see you when I see you, friends. Goodbye.